Welcome to Primary Science. Use your common sense to interpret the questions and present a logical answers. This video will be on light. We will teach you how to read charge from the data logger. Contents are light and its properties, refractions of light and shadow, or we call image, and give example on data logger and follow with Q&A. Light and its property. The property of light is the light travels in a straight line. Please remember this sentence. Let us try this experiment. The material consists of a light source, 3 cardboard with a holes on each cardboard, and someone must stand opposite of the light source. In this experiment, you also can use 2 cardboards. So first, we align the 3 holes in a straight line. When we turn on the light source, someone stands opposite. Let's say this man, he should be able to see the light. If you move any one of the cardboard up or down, you can see that the man will not be able to see the light. In this way, we confirmed light travels in a straight line. Refraction of light to see object. We can see object is due to light is reflected into our eyes. For example, this boy, he stands in front of a mirror. If he in the dark room, he won't be able to see himself clearly. If turn on the light, he will be able to see himself clearly. So, object reflects light strongly to our eyes. Object is seen clearly. Object reflects light weakly to our eyes. Object is seen blurry. To have some basic concept of the image formed by the mirror, we use this triangle as object. When the light traveling in shine onto these triangles, then the light is reflected from the mirror and enter into our eyes. Therefore, we can see the image is formed just behind the mirror. Therefore, we conclude, in order to see the image of these triangles, the light must be reflected from the mirror in order for us to see the image of the triangle. Light and shadow. Shadow we also call image. Earlier we talked about light refractions. Now we talk about light is block. Light is block, shadow as an image of the object will be formed. When an object blocks the light, the object casts a shadow. If the object blocks the light completely, darkest shadow. Object blocks the light partially, lighter shadow. Transparent object cannot block light. No shadow is cast. Look at this video. The shadow is very obvious. It means that the light is almost completely blocked by the stand, which is made of metal. This slide you try to recall whatever you have mentioned earlier. Now we look into 3 types of objects. Check whether the light can pass through or is blocked, or light is reflected from the object. Now we're using 3 sheets of papers to cover the words called A, B, C, D. So first one, you can see light cannot pass through. It means it is an opaque object. Second one is you can see the word B and C slightly. Less light can pass through, we call translucent objects. You can see the words clearly. If light can pass through, it's called transparent objects. If the sheet of paper is opaque or translucent, you should be able to see the shadows. If the paper is transparent, you will not be able to see the shadow of these papers. How about the light reflected from the objects? Let's say a sheet of paper as mentioned earlier. If it is translucent or opaque, light can be reflected from the translucent or opaque objects. So we can see the sheet of paper or call this object if it's placed in front of us. If it is transparent, we won't be able to see these sheets of papers because no light can be reflected from transparent object. So we cannot see the object if it's placed in front of us. Example, let's say you walk towards an office. The glass door is so clean and so transparent. You have tendency to walk against it and you will hit your head against the glass door because you can't see the door at all. Sizes of shadows or image. To get bigger shadow or image, You can place the object near to the light source. Alternately, you can place it far away from the screen. Let us try how to draw this image. First, we have a light source and the screen are placed far apart. Now we place the object near to the light source. Now we start from the spot of the light source and we present two lines to show that this is the light traveling outwards. And we touch the edge of the diamond shape of the object. Therefore, we will be able to see the image is enlarged. Now I move the diamond object near to the screen. Similarly, we starting from the spot of light to draw two rays of light passing through the object. Then you will be able to see the image is become smaller. This way of drawing, you will be able to see whether the image, or we call shadow, is it bigger or smaller. Data logger. What's data logger? Actually, it's just a recorder of data during the experiment. Some data logger is manually recording the data. In some are then linked to the computer, it means that automatically recording the data. For example, we have a meters attached to the light sensor. You read the strength of the light, but we need to manually record. This is the temperature sensor, which is also attached to the meters, also is manual data logger. The last one, which is attached to the computers, therefore you do not need to manually record. It will be automatically record according to the time frame you set. The summary notes is for you to do revision before you try any questions. Question 1. A data logger was used to measure the amount of light passing through three different unknown materials S, T, and U. Below is the results obtained by the computers. The chart consists of amount of light at the y-axis, and x-axis is the time which is recording by the computers. The materials have material S, material T, and material U. A. Fill the blanks of the types of materials. The material given to you is clear glass, cardboard, and writing papers. Your identification S, T, and U, you have to fill in the blanks as below. Clear glass will be able to allow light to pass through, so answer will be U. Cardboard is thick, therefore the light to pass through will be lesser than the writing papers, so answer will be S and T. B. Estimate the amount of light passing through T. Refer to the graphs given. T is about 250 lux of light passing through. C. Suggest a suitable materials for a fish tank. Support your choice with a reason. To make a fish tank, we need to have a clear glass, so answer is U. The reason is it allows most of the light passes through. If your reason is fishes in the tank can be seen, you may not get marks. Unless you add in, the fishes in the tank can be seen because light can pass through, then you will be able to get marks because this topic is on light. You must emphasize light. Question 2. Three same-size balls are placed between the light source and a white screen at three different locations. Question A. Draw the detailed shadows for X, Y, and Z. For X, we draw two light rays passing through the translucent ball, and we know that translucent has some light passing through the ball, therefore we have a light shadow. For Y, because the ball is transparent, therefore you can't see any shadow. Next is Z. Z is an opaque, therefore the shadow will be darker. Since the ball at Z is closer to the screen, therefore its size of shadow will be smaller than at shadow. Question B. If three balls placed in a straight line with a single torchlight shine on them, draw the shadows. So the answer will be as shown. Question 3. Jenny drops her torch down a drain. The torch was still switched on. But Jenny couldn't see it. Jenny lowered a mirror into the drain and placed it at the position P. At which angle should Jenny put the mirror to see the torch? Explain why. Answer will be B. The reason is the image of torch will reflect into Jenny's eyes. The attached diagram is for you to understand how the torchlight is reflected into Jenny's eyes. Now do a short revision. Jane walks towards the lamppost at night. Now she's at position A, walk towards B. Question 1. Her shadow is in front or behind? Since the light is shining in front of her, therefore the shadow will be behind. Question 2. Her shadow is getting shorter or longer when she walks towards position B? Shortest. Question 3. When she walks far away from position C, her shadow becomes clearer. True or false? False. Revision 2. A cylinder is placed inside a box. Lily looks into the small holes of the enclosed metal box, but she cannot see anything is kept inside the box. Explain why. If you say that the box is too dark, you may not get any marks. Most important, you must talk about light and reflection. So answer is no light is reflected from the cylinder to Lily's eye. Hope this video will benefit you. Most important, you must memorize summary notes before your examination or your test. Read the question carefully. Trust yourself. You should be able to do well. Thank you.